Welcome to AZ-400, Designing and Implementing Microsoft DevOps Solutions. This course is designed to help you master the principles and practices that enable modern software delivery. DevOps is more than a set of tools. It's a cultural and technical approach that unites development and operations to deliver value continuously. Throughout this course, we'll explore how collaboration, automation, and continuous feedback transform the way teams work. At the heart of DevOps are themes that matter deeply: embracing continuous improvement, cultivating a growth mindset, and fostering a just culture where learning from mistakes is encouraged and blame is replaced with accountability. These principles create an environment where innovation thrives and teams can adapt quickly to change. You'll learn how to implement key practices such as continuous integration and continuous delivery, infrastructure as code, and automated testing. We'll also dive into strategies for improving cycle times, reducing deployment risks, and building resilient systems. But beyond the technical aspects, this course emphasizes the mindset and behaviors that make DevOps successful: working transparently, sharing knowledge, and continuously seeking better ways to deliver value. As you begin, keep these ideas in mind. Every improvement starts with curiosity, and every challenge is an opportunity to grow, and every feedback loop is a chance to learn. Let's get started on building not just a better software, but better ways of working together. Hello and welcome to the Introduction to DevOps. I'm Andrew Conniff, a Microsoft Technical Trainer specializing in data and AI. And in this session, we're going to cover the fundamentals of DevOps and why it matters in modern software development. So let's get started. In this learning path, we will explore the essential practices and tools that drive successful DevOps implementations within enterprise environments. Our agenda begins with an introduction to DevOps, establishing the foundational concepts and their significance. We'll then move on into planning agile projects using GitHub projects and Azure boards, followed by a detailed look at designing and implementing effective branch strategies and workflows. Collaboration is a key theme, and we will examine how pull requests in Azure Repos facilitate teamwork and code reviews. The course also covers Git hooks, providing insight into automation and policy enforcement within our development lifecycle. Further, we will discuss fostering the inner source culture, managing and configuration of repositories, and identifying technical debt, critical for maintaining code quality and long-term project health. DevOps transforms the way organizations build and deliver software, and is summed up best with this quote from Donovan Brown. DevOps is the union of people, processes, and products to enable continuous delivery of value to end users. The infinity symbol indicates continuous improvement and cycling through processes to ensure quality. So by adopting DevOps, teams can automate repetitive tasks, streamline workflows, and ensure continuous integration and delivery, making software release predictable and efficient. It is therefore important to understand the optimization cycle time in DevOps. By becoming data-informed and striving for validated learning, teams can shorten their cycle times and continuously improve their processes. This diagram illustrates how frequent deployments and rapid feedback loops drive value and improvement. This helps organizations achieve a baseline measurement against which future improvements will be compared. Continuous integration is foundational to DevOps practice, and it encourages teams to frequently merge and test the code changes. By integrating the code early and often, organizations can detect defects sooner. This reduces time spent resolving merge conflicts and provides rapid feedback to developers. This approach streamlines development and helps maintain code quality throughout the lifecycle. Continuous delivery builds upon CI by automating the deployment of the software. And that's going to go to production and testing environments. With CD, businesses quickly address bugs and adapt to evolving requirements. This ensures that new features and fixes reach users faster. Together, CI and CD enable organizations to respond efficiently to change and deliver ongoing value to customers. Let's highlight two essential practices in the DevOps journey: version control and agile or lean methodologies. Version control typically uses a Git-based repository, enables distributed teams to collaborate efficiently, track changes, and integrate with development tools for monitoring activities such as deployments. It ensures that all code modifications are recorded, facilitating communication and transparency across the team. Agile and lean approaches help teams plan and isolate work into sprints, manage capacity, and quickly adapt to changing business needs. The emphasis is on the definition of done being working software that collects telemetry aligned with the business goals. Monitoring and logging are critical for tracking the health and usage of running applications, especially in production environments. By capturing rich data in various logging formats, organizations can quickly validate and disprove or prove strategies, create hypotheses, and respond to issues with agility. Effective monitoring enables teams to make data-driven decisions and maintain application reliability. The cloud, both public and hybrid, has revolutionized infrastructure management by removing traditional bottlenecks and commoditizing resources. The cloud provides virtually limitless data center capabilities, empowering DevOps teams to deliver solutions faster and more efficiently. Some advanced practices in the DevOps journey are infrastructure as code and microservices. Infrastructure as code enables teams to automate and validate the creation and teardown of environments, ensuring secure and stable application hosting platforms. So by scripting the infrastructure, organizations can deliver consistent environments rapidly and then reduce manual errors, which is essential for scalable DevOps operations. Microservices architecture is a way to isolate business use cases into small, reusable services that communicate via interface contracts. This approach allows teams to develop and deploy and scale components independently, increasing efficiency and flexibility. So adopting microservices supports agility and helps organizations respond quickly to changing business needs. Containers, as in Docker-style containers, are the next evolution in virtualization. Containers are lightweight, fast to run, and make configuration straightforward compared to traditional virtual machines. By encapsulating applications and their dependencies, containers enable teams to deploy and scale solutions efficiently, supporting modern DevOps practices and cloud-native development. Adopting DevOps practices may be challenging at first, much like starting a new workout routine, and that frequent repetition of new techniques becomes easier over time. So teams are encouraged to focus on impactful practices first and cross-train to build synergy and ultimately driving continuous improvement in the organization's agility. The waterfall approach is a traditional software development methodology where projects progress through sequential phases. So you define, you analyze, build, test, and deliver. This method often struggles with changing requirements, as adjustments typically require formal change requests and add cost after the delivery. Waterfall is best suited for projects with well-understood requirements and minimal expected changes. In contrast, the Agile approach emphasizes adaptive planning, early and continuous delivery, and ongoing improvement. So Agile development is organized around short iterations or releases, with each cycle producing tested working code. This method is designed to accommodate changing requirements and focuses on delivering value incrementally, making it ideal for dynamic environments where customer needs may evolve. Agile teams are encouraged to welcome changing requirements, deliver working software, and collaborate closely throughout the project. Building projects around motivated individuals and using face-to-face conversations are highlighted as key factors for success. Progress is measured through working software, and Agile processes promote sustainable development by maintaining a steady pace and focusing on technical excellence and good design. Agile development values simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done, and relies on self-organizing teams that reflect on how to become more effective. These principles help teams adapt quickly to change, maintain high quality, and continuously improve their processes. By fostering a culture of collaboration, feedback, and learning, Agile practices enable organizations to deliver customer value efficiently and respond to evolving business needs. And organizations face challenges when forming transformational teams, such as limited staff availability and disruptions to existing procedures and processes. These obstacles can make it difficult to allocate resources and maintain business continuity during a transformation initiative. To overcome these challenges, consider creating a team that is dedicated to the transformation. is well respected in their subject areas, and possibly includes internal and external members. Such a team can focus on driving change while balancing ongoing business needs, ensuring that the transformation project does not conflict with daily operations. Horizontal team structures divide the teams up according to the software architecture, such as UI, SOA, and data, with each team focusing on a specific layer or component. This approach can help clarify responsibilities, but may limit collaboration across different product outcomes. So vertical teams, on the other hand, span the architecture and are aligned with the product outcomes, such as email, voice, or TV in this example. The scaling can occur by adding more vertical teams and may avoid or eliminate the need to wait for a team member to become available to implement changes affecting different areas. It is important to establish clearly defined, measurable outcomes for DevOps projects. So examples include reducing time spent on bug fixes and on unplanned work, minimizing the out-of-hours staff requirements, and eliminating direct patching of production systems. The central idea is that DevOps initiatives should always be aligned with customer value, ensuring that every goal contributes to a better end-user experience. By focusing on measurable outcomes, our organizations can track progress and demonstrate the impact of our DevOps transformations. To do that, we're going to set goals. Setting measurable goals includes timelines that are both challenging and achievable. In DevOps, breaking down objectives into a series of short-term, clear, and measurable milestones allows us to adapt quickly to the changing priorities and plans. By maintaining a constant flow of short-term goals, we can reduce delays between completing the work and receiving the feedback, which is essential for continuous improvement and agility. Shorter timelines offer several advantages, such as making it easier to adjust plans when necessary and keeping organizational support strong by demonstrating positive outcomes more frequently. This approach helps teams stay focused, respond rapidly to feedback, and maintain momentum throughout the transformation process. Ultimately, defining shared goals with achievable timelines is a key strategy for driving successful DevOps initiatives and sustaining long-term progress. Azure DevOps is a comprehensive suite of tools designed to support the entire software development lifecycle. It includes Azure boards for agile planning and work item tracking, Azure pipelines for platform-agnostic CI/CD automation, Azure Repos for cloud hosting private Git repositories, Azure Artifacts for integrating package management, and Azure Test Plans for planned and exploratory testing. These components work well together because it helps teams plan, develop, test, and deliver software efficiently. By integrating planning, version control, automation, project management, package management, testing, Azure DevOps enables organizations to streamline workflows and improve collaboration across teams. Its flexibility supports a wide range of development practices, from agile methodologies to continuous integration and delivery, making it a powerful platform for modern enterprise DevOps initiatives. GitHub is one of the largest open source communities, providing a robust platform for collaborative software development. GitHub offers cloud-hosted and on-premises Git repositories for both public and private projects, enabling teams to manage code securely and efficiently. Key features include Codespaces for cloud-hosted development environments and actions for automating workflows, packages for integrating with open source repositories, and advanced security tools for early vulnerability detection. By leveraging GitHub's integrated tools such as seamless code review, coordinated team management, and automation, organizations can streamline their development processes and enhance collaboration. The platform's emphasis on security and workflow customization supports modern DevOps practices, making it a preferred choice for teams aiming to deliver high-quality software in dynamic environments. Let's take a look at each of these tools. Azure DevOps is a software as a service offering and integrated with Azure. The licensing is highly configurable with options for individuals and large enterprises. The price range allows you to easily forecast costs for your company or project. Once we have an organization, we can add projects. Here we are adding a new project. We can give it a name and a description, and both can be changed later. In the Advanced tab, we can choose our project type, which affects the naming conventions for work items. And here we see our new project showing in the list. Back at the organizational level, note the button access to the organizational settings on the bottom left. Here we can make changes that affect all the projects in our organization. We can set security and policies as well as permissions and billing from the menu. In the project view, Project Settings button is in the same place once our project is opened. Here we can fine-tune permissions and policies and make project-level decisions. In the main menu, we see the overview page with our summary dashboard and wiki. The wiki page uses Markdown and many sections can be created. We can add badges, images, mermaid diagrams, and other Markdown items like tables. The boards section is where we can access our backlog work items, sprints, and tasks. Also queries and other extension views. Next, we have the Repos section, where we can access files, commits, pushes, branches, tags, and pull requests. We can also set up our advanced security here. The pipeline section provides access to our pipelines, releases, environment tasks, and deployment groups. Azure Artifacts is where we control our upstream and private package feeds. GitHub pricing offers free and paid individual licensing and enterprise for business. Each tier builds on the last by including all from the previous and then shows the additional items for that tier in a familiar software pricing schema. It's easy to investigate the different tiers in the interface. Additional add-ons are shown at the bottom. Copilot, Codespaces, GitHub Advanced Security are common add-ons, and others are available as well. GitHub is structured differently in that you can create repositories that are not connected to any processes or organizations. But also we can tie in our organizations and use projects and connect them to our repository, or more than one project. The Issues section is a list of all issues in the repository. The Pull Request tab shows all of our pull requests. The Discussion tab is a central location for discussions on multiple topics. And Actions is where we create and manage workflows and actions on our code. The Project section is where we can attach our repository to an existing project or create a new project and attach it all in one step. The last three tabs are Security, where we set policy and procedure, and Insights, where we can see status and outcomes, and in the Settings, we can configure our Codespaces and Copilot and many other features. If you'd like to go deeper and run the AZ-400 lab exercises using your own accounts and subscriptions, you can find the self-paced labs on GitHub at Microsoft Learning /MSlearn-DevOps. And if you prefer structured guidance, you'll also find options for instructor-led AZ-400 training with live labs and expert instruction on Microsoft Learn at the AZ-400 course page. This concludes our session. There are many ways to continue your learning journey, and we encourage you to watch other videos in this course or search out your next favorite topic on Microsoft Learn at aka.ms/learn.